Morning Discord, morning YouTube. Let's get into it. Let's check our higher time frames really quick. 5 minutes says we got some room for the down. 30 minutes says we got some room for the down. Let's see if we grab liquidity off the 5. So let's look for a break and retest of the 5 or a rejection of the 5. We're gonna look for that or something like that along the 5. Okay, let's be patient here. We need a few cycles to go by, obviously. So we're gonna be patient. We're gonna let the cycles go by. We're gonna collect our data, and then we'll see the setups. It's always gonna happen like that, okay? So just be patient. There's no setup, there's no trade here. So we know we wanna look for, here, this is how easy it's gonna be. Either one of two things is gonna happen. We're either gonna make this, we're either gonna make that right there, or it's gonna be this. I'm still here. I'm just being quiet. Yeah, let's just let the candles play out. I'm still here. Okay, let's see if we get a weak bull cycle or a proper bull cycle. Now we haven't confirmed this magenta, so tread light with the magenta. We haven't confirmed it. Let's see if so we gotta wait for this cycle to continue. I mean, we gotta wait for this cycle to finish. Legs still far apart. Remember, we want to look for a liquidity grab. Where's the liquidity at? We're looking for the liquidity. Where's the liquidity? We're going to grab it from here, or we're going to dig a little deeper, go to the 5. So remember, we're looking for a rejection off the 5 or a break, retest, and a reject. So remember this morning, we're looking for a rejection off the 5 or a break, retest, and reject. Here, everyone in Discord, look in the chat. All right, so on our 30-minute, we're high above the water, but we're starting our bear cycle. So we know what to expect, right? If this bear cycle ends up being weak, we're gonna look for continuation to the upside. If this bear cycle starts to gain some strength in the MACD volume, look for some continued pressure to the downside, maybe to the 5. That's the answer. Now let's see if we get continuation here. Still hasn't closed yet. And remember, we use the 5 to guide off of, because this is going to help you not stop yourself out. So guide off the 5. All right, let's see if we get this weak bull cycle now, or if we get a strong bull cycle. So if we get a strong bull cycle, look for this little boop, boop, right? If this bull cycle is going to have any significance, you know, wait till you get above 64.49. Just be patient. It's about to get very easy. It's about to get very clear. Just be patient here. We need a couple cycles to go by. Do you see how we're building? We're building our data. We're making our case for our entry. So let's look for a weak bull cycle. Well, let's look to see if we get some strength, and then we can see some algos, and we'll see where the liquidity is building up. We're gonna get a chance to test this magenta. Just be patient. You didn't miss anything. We're at market open. You didn't miss anything. Just be patient. We're going to get our data. All right, there's another algo about to present itself. There's another algo about to present itself. Look, pay attention. Do you see where this red candle had a little rejection? Look at this red candle now. Same exact level rejection. So let's pay attention to that. You see this wick and this wick? Same level. Let's pay attention to that. If we start rejecting here, then that means this magenta is confirmed. It'll be like that. So we'll see. That's why we need data. That's why we need data to confirm. We're at market open. You didn't miss anything. So just be patient. All right, so if this, excuse me, if this MACD on the 5 starts to spread open again, then we're probably going to see a rejection of this magenta here. So far, the 1 minute magenta is holding up. So far, it's holding up. Excuse me. I'm testing this green. Let's see if we stay inside this green. And then I might need to adjust this blue, but we're gonna see. So this is why we need data. We need a couple cycles to go by. If this green is our down for the day, that would have been a really good catch on my part, and I'm gonna give myself a high five. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna give green a 2. A 2 on the confidence level. This magenta seems to be holding up. Today might be one of those choppy sideways days. We need, yeah, just be patient here. We need time. We need data. All right, so look. We're in this magenta until we're not. Did everyone hear? We're in this magenta until we're not. That's the answer. Is this building enough liquidity for you? Did it build enough for the down? Did it grab enough from the downside to give us enough push up? This is sideways. We're sideways here, so let's see. Let's see what we got. All right, we're gonna get the test of magenta right now, so I'm gonna give it a 2. Let's see if it all makes sense. We're below the water on the 5. We're below the water. I might need to adjust this 5. We'll do it. Oh, no, there. think I'm liking this green for the down. What do you guys think? Maybe we can see if we get a little micro like this. Let's see if that happens. I like this green for the down. So let's be patient. I might need to adjust this magenta, but I'm not going to do it yet. Yeah, let's use the 5. Let's use the 5 to guide off of, okay? We're at market open. You didn't miss anything. Just be patient. Let's get 1 or 2 cycles to go by. Now let's see if we build some strength when we get above 53, 64, 53. We're technically above the water. This is sideways. Nothing to do here. Just be patient. We're too twitchy. Just be patient. Okay. Remember, these are twos because we haven't confirmed anything yet. These are twos, so this is your risk. You know the risk. We haven't confirmed anything. These are just twos. Confidence level 2. Just be patient. Let some cycles go by. Look at your 5 minute, right? We got off the 5 minute. We're in between this green and magenta. All right, what does the 30 minutes say? Okay, we're gonna get a chance to test the green now. Now we're gonna get a chance to test the green. So if this magenta fails, we're gonna be able to adjust, right? That's why we need more time, more data. You see how we need time to test we need to test it first, or else we're just going in blind. We have to find out what the algorithm is. We need time to figure that out. So you need some cycles to go by. So when I'm drawing the paths before, and I'm putting confidence level 2 or confidence level 1, it's because we don't have any direction yet. So we need to get direction first. Once we get direction, then I can start putting up confidence level 3s. But until then, it's going to be confidence level 2. So wait for the cycles. We don't have to be in a trade in every single little leg. Let's be patient and see here if we're testing to see if green's going to be our put scenario. I think I like this green. This green's holding up so far. Once this green breaks, if this green breaks, we'll see. Because we're testing magenta and green on the 1 minute, so this is be patient. I might need to adjust this magenta, so let's see what happens on the break. I'm gonna hold it for right now because green's holding up. So breaking magenta, retest, we're gonna see if we're gonna reject. That's why we need this data. Whatever trade you decide to take, you have to know you're inside this liquidity box, right? So don't overstay your welcome. Look where pink is. Okay, easy money. So here's how we have to play this right here. The setup was break of magenta for calls. You had to hold for the retracement. You would have been out on the break of green because we think green's going to be our down. So you only had, here are the options you had. Buy call on the break of this magenta, wait for the retracement, you're in profit. Or you're buying put on the break of green. So break of green never happened. The only option was the calls on the break of magenta. You see, we only had two options here. Break of magenta for the call, break of green for the put. Yeah, Bob's your uncle. Enjoy. I'm going to clean up the chart. So it looks like this green might be our macro, right? This green's most likely our macro. Building. I'm gonna mark out low a day. Okay, so excuse me. If you're in the YouTube and you're trying to figure out entries, you need to join the Discord. You need to join the Discord. Because there's a whole system, a whole thing, and to explain the whole process right here you need to join the Discord. It's free. Go ahead and send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. So if you were in my Discord, what you would know is when I highlight these trend lines. So I highlight the line, and if you see it's a level 2, it's a confidence level 2, that means we need more time, we need more data. If it's a confidence level 3, that means that's the safety play, safety quote unquote. So because I had green highlighted and the green is pointing up, once it breaks the green, then we know we're in a downtrend, right? Or, you know, breaking this trend for the most part, this micro. And then the break of this magenta is your call setup. Because it's confidence level 2, it's highlighted. You see how this one's not highlighted, this one's not highlighted? So the highlighted ones are the ones that are my call outs. So because green never broke, we only had a call scenario. So on the break of this magenta was your call scenario. You had to hold for retracement. And Bob's your uncle. Very simple. Every day we do this. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. This is not difficult. Okay, trade light, I'll be right back. Don't overextend yourself. Look at the liquidity on the green. I'm gonna do some admin stuff on the back end. Okay, look, you see the liquidity building up in here. Don't overstay your welcome. Take your money and get out. All right, give me 1 second. I am aware someone sent me an email. Give me 1 second. I need to pay attention right here. Give me a second, okay? Look at this green. If you're looking for puts, just be patient. Because we need to ask ourselves, you see this lick box right here? And this overall which way are we fading? We need to see which way we're fading. So I think the break of this green might help us. Such a tight range. Such a tight range. It's a really very tight range. Okay. Now we get a chance to test green. Now we get a chance to test green. Let's see what we got. So on the 5 minute, we're below the water. Let's see if we haven't crossed yet. Let's see if the legs spread open. Look at your 30 minute. Look at your 30 minute. Okay, I'm gonna do some admin stuff. Trade light. I'll be right back. Simon, go ahead and check your email. Okay, I'm back. Oh, this green's holding up, huh? All right, let's see what we got. So, excuse me. Technically, this magenta worked. I think it needs to be adjusted. I left it just for continuity, for people who are in calls. I left this magenta for that, but I think it needs to be adjusted. So, just yeah, I like this green. Look how perfect the green hit the top. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Let's test this green. Let's see what green got for us. Okay, I gave you full access. Join the live stream. Simon, join the live stream. I gave you full access. Go into the live stream channel. Simon, I sent you what is this? The DM in Discord. Okay. Let's see if this wants to do maybe this head, shoulder. Let's see if we get this back. Oh my goodness. Okay. I got stopped out on this green, by the way. I took this green, I got stopped out. Okay, you see the pink range? Let's just be cautious in this pink ranger. Remember, we should only be taking 3 trades a day. If you're already at 5 trades, you've done something wrong. This green faked me out. Now that we've identified chop, now we wait. They're building it up. So we've identified chop, just be patient. Just be patient. We still got plenty of time. We have identified the chop. Let me no, I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna clean up the chart just a bit. This green, man, fake out right here. Stop hunt. Look at this stop hunt on green. It's okay. Proper risk management, and I didn't even collect. I did not collect. I let it go. It actually happened so fast, and I was trying to do too much. It just went against me, and I didn't get a chance to. That's fine. It all happened so fast. No big deal. Wait for the next setup. It's around the corner. Oh man, I'm not sure about this yellow. I kind of like the yellow, but dang. Let's just be patient. I need to see if this green or this yellow's taking over. It's sideways. Just be patient here. No setup, no trade. All right, look, calls above 65.85 on a break and retest, puts below 63.72 on a break and retest. That's the answer. That is the answer, okay? Here, look, I don't care how long it takes. This is your safety. This is your safety. That's the answer. Until then, you're stuck in this chop. We've identified the chop. They're fighting between two algorithms like this green and yeah, this is chop. There's nothing to do here. Don't get chopped up. Wait. Let's just be patient. We don't have to be in every single candle, every single move. We need to see this liquidity clear out. Clean up the chart just a bit and see what I'm talking about. We need to clear out. We need to clear this liquidity. Actually, it's higher, right? It's to the pink. You see the pink? It's higher. Hold on, let me redraw it. This is the answer. The answer is on the, I'm telling you what the answer is. This is your safety. A break retest of 63.72 and a break retest of 65.85. That's the answer. If it doesn't happen, then you know you're stuck in this. If this doesn't happen, then you know you're just stuck in this range. Okay? I'm telling you what the answer is. So this is a range. It's very tight. You see what's happening. Wait for the setup. It'll be very clear. It may take later on today, maybe in a few, 30 minutes, 40 minutes or something like that. We're in chop. We don't have any direction yet. It's hard to tell if it's in the green or the yellow. That yellow looks like it's holding up too. So on the 30-minute MACD, this is looking like it's gonna be a weak. It's like a trending up bear cycle, so yeah, it's sideways. We are actually sideways. Nothing to do here, folks. We can scalp to our heart desire inside of this tight lick box right here, but you see what's happening. We're inside of this lick box. There's nothing else that needs to be said, right? There's a whole bunch of orders right here. Everyone's happy with the price right here, right now. Someone at some point today is gonna put on an order and gonna give some direction to the market. Watch, that's gonna happen. At some point, someone's gonna put on an order, it's gonna trigger someone's order, and we're gonna see some movement. So be patient, we have to wait for them to make the move, and we ride the wave. Okay, so look, technically, this magenta is our up, but you gotta measure risk to reward, right? We're in a tight range right here. We gotta measure risk to reward. Technically, it would be, you know, this magenta. It looks kind of good actually. Here, let me clean it up and show you what I might see. Now this is micro, right? This is very micro stuff, but look. Maybe that, you see it? Again, these micro structures can only get us to inside of our liquidity box. That's all we can get out of it. So you got to measure risk to reward on this stuff. You know, I would say wait for this liquidity to break, one way or the other. It's very tight in here. Look at that. There's nothing to do in here. We need to break one way or the other convincingly. We need direction. We have no direction yet. Seems like the more time goes on, the more I like this yellow. The more time goes on, the more I'm liking this yellow. I think this yellow is building up the actual liquidity. What do you guys think? Let's see what the Discord thinks. Okay. Yeah, see those liquidity built up in yellow? I like yellow. I'm gonna hold on to the green, but I'll make it light because it's a little too much going on here. I'm actually gonna take away this blue as well, just because we're not using it, so I'll wait till it's necessary. I'll leave this purple because it's valid. Yeah, I think we're in, man, it's fighting. It's like fighting green and yellow. So let's see if it's going to be a build in green and then break a yellow for. So look, watch out for this. Hold on a little while. Watch. All right, everyone, look. Watch. Hold on, I need to hurry up and do this. Watch this. Look out for this. Let's see if we close this cup. Okay. We want to see if we close this cup, or all right, now we're getting more data. Now it's going to be easier. Okay, watch. So everyone sees this cup, possibility of this cup, right? I'm going to clear it. I need you to put this in your mind right now. Excuse me, one moment. We're in yellow until we're not. Let's look out for this. Let's look out for that. Okay, I kind of stopped paying attention to the 5 for a second by accident, but look at the 5. Okay, look at the 5. Look at the 5. Guide off the 5. Discord, guide off the 5. Discord, look at the 5-minute chart, okay? You see what's happening in the 5-minute chart? Everyone see it? Let me go check. Okay. Okay, so whenever we see this wedge is liquidity building. So when one side or the other breaks, we'll know who's going to win inside because they're battling within this wedge. Wedge is just liquidity buildup. Okay, let me see if I can translate the 5 to the 1. I want to translate the 5 to the 1. Give me a second. So I might have to. Now we have more data. It's going to get way easier. Way easier. Okay? So just be patient now. Now we're going to look for the setups. Let me try to translate the 5 to the 1. This 1 minute looks like Kung Fu. God damn. Okay. You guys are gonna be so mad at me. I have to leave this right now. I have to leave this right now. Because I'm gonna have to do a lot of work. Alright, so technically, like I said, the break of this magentas are up, so you don't overstay your welcome. That's all I got to say. You're in this tight range. Here, let me clean up this chart. So look, the break of this magenta was our up. Stayed in. This green and yellow is really confusing, but okay. Magenta seems to be, man. I don't like the fact that magenta's working because it looks. Okay, I think I'm close. Here, this is what I'll do. Watch. I got it. I know what to do now. Got it. Okay, don't be mad at me. Hold on. Don't be mad at me. Oh, I think we can see it between yellow and magenta now. Okay, so yellow and magenta looks pretty good. Let me clean this up just to... Okay, this looks so much better than 5 minutes ago. Jeez. Man, y'all were sitting in Discord looking at that gobbledygook on the screen and didn't say anything. You guys are just looking at all that spaghetti on the screen and didn't say a word. Hey, what's wrong with y'all? Now, if we break magenta and yellow, Oh, this looking juicy. This looking juicy. All we needed was time. All right, now let's let the setup happen. We just needed time. Much easier now. Look how clean and looks nice now. Now we got something to work with. Okay. I'm gonna step away for a second. Be patient. Now look, for some reason, if this were to stop me out, I'd be okay with this because I'm comfortable with, hold on, what do I have here? Okay, yeah, I have a 2. What do I have here? 2. Yeah, I'm comfortable with this because if it stops me out, this is a reasonable trade to take and I'm not going to be upset with that. So let me wait. I'm going to be patient. You know, we want to wait for the break of this and see if we got it. Yeah, so just be patient here. This one I'd be okay with taking a loss because this is a, you know, we have more data now. So if it doesn't work, okay, now we know the setup is around the corner. So either stop hunt or let's see if we break this yellow and then get to this back to low a day. It's gonna get easier now. Just be patient. Wait for the break and let's see what we got. So the 1 minute has some room for the up. We're above the water. The 5 minute has some room for the up, above the water. 30 minute, you know, we're in this weak bear cycle, so you got to tread lightly. You got to tread lightly because the 30 minute says we're in a bear cycle. So, okay. I want to see if we start this blue channel. I'm waiting. Yeah, look at this yellow. This yellow, okay. You see why I said above yellow too? You see why I said above magenta and yellow at the same time? This yellow is tough. This yellow's tough. Yeah. Let me see something. Probably right there. Guide off the 5 minute. Remember that. We're guiding off the 5 minute. You guide off the 5 minute because the 1 minute's you're gonna excuse me, you're gonna use your stops, right? You're gonna get stopped out if you use the 1 minute because you're gonna be too twitchy on it. Guide off the 5 minute. I want to see this. I want to see this blue. Come on. Okay. Guiding off the 5 minute. Do you see why we guide off the 5 minute? Right? It didn't break the 5 minute. We guide off the 5 minute. Remember that. We got off the 5 minutes, so these little doodads here don't stop you out. That's why we use the 5 minute. We guide off the 5 minute. Remember I said if we get above this magenta and this yellow, it touched right on the yellow and rejected. Rewind the tape. That's exactly what I said at this time. At 10:46, rewind the tape, or what? 10:46, 10:45, somewhere around there. Rewind the tape. That's exactly what I said. We guide off the 5 minute. We never broke the 5 minute, right? You gotta remember all your rules. Because you have to remember what we're looking out for. We want to see if this. So this holds a lot of liquidity right here. We need to see what happens here. Let's look for a rejection underneath 49. See the wedge getting tighter? It's getting tighter in here. Watch, in time we're gonna know exactly what's gonna happen. One of these two things is going to happen. It's gonna happen, one of these two things. Okay? This yellow's tough, right? We're definitely, yeah, this yellow's tough. It's holding up very strong. You know, I was sketchy on it at first, but it is what it is, you know? It doesn't always have to look good. I'd rather, you know, be right than have it look good. So let's see if this is going to be a week on our 5 minute. If we get a week, what is this? Bull. If we cross on the 5 minute while we're below, that should tell you something. If we cross below and it coincides with blue, that should tell you something. If we break blue and we cross our MACD, that should tell you something. Look at your 30 minute. Do you see why this is stress-free trading now? We don't have to, we know what to look out for. We just needed time. We needed time and we needed more data. Watch, one of these two things is gonna happen. It's going to happen. So just be patient. I'll be right back. Dab. Okay, for YouTube viewers, sorry I'm not too talkative today, just not feeling a little bit under the weather, but we see the idea. We see what needs to happen. We know all the pitfalls, you see? We know all the pitfalls, we know what to look out for, we have our entries. So just be patient, let it happen. You see what's happening. You see they're building it up. So just be patient. One of these things is gonna happen, we just needed patience. See how this ugly yellow, I didn't even like how the yellow ended up being. It is what it is. If yellow is what it is, yellow is what it is. So we're going to see if it's going to be a building green and then break a yellow. That's what we're looking for. There's no reason to even stress here because we know what we're waiting for. We know what we're waiting for. Look at your 5 minute. There's no reason to stress. Easy. I told you it's easy. This gets easy. I got stopped out over here though. But it gets easier. Can't be wrong twice in a row. So I'm going to be patient for my next trade and wait. It's going to happen. I'm telling you. Stress free. I don't have to worry. Don't have to worry because it's going to happen. If you're on YouTube and you're confused, like, wait, what? I just see a whole bunch of kung fu on the screen. You got to join the Discord. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. We have members in here that are very knowledgeable in helping out, and it'll all be clear. You got to be in the Discord to understand. You got to be in the Discord to understand. It's free for a session. Try it out. See if you like it. Get all the information you like. I have some lessons, and I'm not gonna say courses. I'm not sitting up here selling courses, yada yada yada, because that would be me just basically copy and pasting whatever people are putting on YouTube, right? Any course I'm gonna put out is gonna be from just the knowledge everyone already has. What separates LiveSPYTrading is that I tailor everything to our specific strategy. If you're interested, take the time. Go through my YouTube channel, look at all of my the history that we have, and you'll see the record that we have, and you let me know. And you let me know if that's a good record for you. You don't have to take my word for it. It's all done live and in real time. Okay? I'm going to extend this purple out just a bit. Just be patient. We know it's going to happen. Just be patient. Let's try to apply the lesson from Sunday, and let's look for confluence. Okay, more than one reason. We need confluence. Let's look for that. So whenever your setup presents itself, then you got to do a quick check. Make sure everything's still in place, right? Make sure it all makes sense. Because we want to make an informed trade. We're not going off of vibes. That 5-minute candle still has a minute on it. Okay, protect your trade. Protect your trade. Can't lose from here, right? Can't lose from here. Collect money if you want, but protect your trade. That's fine. That's fine. Don't even sweat that. Don't even sweat it. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Some money is better than no money. That's what I always say. Some money is better than no money. Trade protected, can't lose from here. Who doubted me? Who doubted me? Did you doubt me? Who doubted me? Simon, do you see what's happening? It's happening in front of your face, Simon. Look at the money we just printed. Who doubted me? Who doubted me? I'd love to know who doubted me. It's fine. In time, you'll see. Look, I took the loss here. No big deal. I know that. Listen, this is a strategy. It works. I told everyone I took the loss here, right? No big deal. I'm waiting for my setup. We identified the proper setup. Now we're green for the day. Look at the money we printed. Come on now. There's nothing more I can do. There's nothing more I can do. There we go, Discord. Good job. Good job. Easy. You see what happened, Simon? You see it? It works. It's proven, right? This is live. It's done live and in real time. There's no gimmicks here. This is it works. This is how we. There you go, buddy. There you go. There you go. All right. So now what you'll learn in time is I put up guardrails. When I put up these guardrails here, come on, Discord, help them out. Help them out. I know you're new, so I didn't get you haven't had any real chance to train with me, but there it is, man. It's all done in front of your face. If you're interested in learning how to trade like this, send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com, and I'm gonna get you sorted out. Look, I did this in front of everyone's face. It's done. Look at the money we printed. Every day we do this, we're going to make. Listen, you see what's happening. Look, we had a nice lesson yesterday. Everything worked. Okay, look, it works. It works. The strategy works, and we knew what to expect. We know we're gonna expect a dance here. It's all set out in front of you. You can't be wrong twice in a row. It's very difficult with this strategy that I've come up with to be wrong twice in a row. Very difficult. You have to actively work against yourself to lose. Now, if you're new, it's gonna take a little bit to get it, but you see now that it is possible. This is not a gimmick. You don't have to take my word for it. It's free. Join the Discord. I'll get you sorted out. You'll be fine. Trust me. Oh, well, you don't trust me? Go through my body of work. It's every day. It's every single day. I can prove it. All you have to do is take the minimal effort to go and check for yourself. You don't have to believe me. I'm just some random voice on the internet. I get it. You don't have to believe me. It's all done live. Go through. I have live streams, and then I post end of the day reports. Well, I kind of stopped doing that because no one was watching. So no one was watching me, so I'm spending so much time editing videos that no one's looking at. But I mean, my goal here is to help people. Honestly, this is my goal here. Every day, you know, I try to as much as I can, and if the proof in front of your face isn't enough, then this isn't for you. It's never going to be for you. If you can look at the money we just print. Listen, I don't. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at the money. You see what's happening, Simon? Look, and we have training on how to exit, right? We trained on how to exit. Exits are on the break of this thing. I put up the guardrail, or you can do whenever this MACD crosses. So many opportunities. We had our confirmed. This is a highlighted 3. A highlighted 3 confidence level. Look, we had confirmation. We use our confluence. There's nothing more I can do. Okay? If you're sitting here on YouTube watching me do this, letting all the money go by, you need to rethink your life. I told everyone this is live. You don't see anyone, how many people do you see on the internet actually saying, put here, call here? You know why they won't do it? Because their credibility will be ruined. The credibility will be ruined. They don't do it. Not like me. No one's doing this, I promise you. Not with this amount of accuracy, not with the precision, not with the confidence, not with the strategy. It doesn't happen. I challenge anyone on the internet. If you're on YouTube right now, find someone doing what I'm doing with the success that I have. It can't just be someone drawing lines on a screen. It has to be a working strategy, a repeatable strategy. You can show me that, $50 right now to anyone who can send me a link, whatever it is, to prove it. And basically you're gonna have to take my word that I'm gonna pay you, but I will, because I am willing to pay for that research to know. I would love to know who else on the internet is doing this. I've yet to see it. I put the challenge out there. I put the challenge out there to everyone. Look at the money we printed. It simply doesn't happen. I know it seems fake. It may seem fake, like, hey, how does this guy know what the stock market's gonna do? I know it seems fake. It just takes time. It takes time, and you're gonna get there too. There's no difference between me and you. You will get there. Believe that. Oh wait, but don't say we didn't know this was gonna happen. Look what we knew was gonna happen today. Look at this. Come on. It simply doesn't get any better. I'm putting up guardrails. I'm telling you when to get in. I'm telling you when to get out. And if you're not here for the party, don't worry. We're not leaving you behind. Send me an email. I got you. Look at the money. Oh, you know what? Excuse me, excuse me. Okay. Sorry, I'm feeling a little unwell. Give me a second. Okay, I'm better. I'm back. No, don't get old. Okay, word to the wise, do not get old. If you want to take profit, see weakness coming in, I recommend single contract. Start thinking about taking profit here, right? Don't get greedy. Don't overstay your welcome. Give me a second. Okay, look, don't overstay your welcome. We're overextended to the downside on our stochastic, right? Take your money. Okay, I took this green candle stopped me out on half my contracts. I'm gonna put the other half right above this pink. I'm gonna hope for a rejection. If not, I'm out with all my contracts when it breaks on pink. If it breaks above pink. Excuse me. So my runners are up here. Okay, so I'm still in the trade, but I got stopped out somewhere in this, somewhere in here. I got stopped out in this green candle for my first set of contracts. My runners, they're still running. My runners, I'm gonna get rid of whenever it breaks purple. Whenever that happens, if it happens, that's when I'm getting. That's when my runners are. I'm trailing it on purple. Okay. Everyone knows my strategy. Everyone's seeing it. It's all done live and in real time. I took a loss here. Don't care. You know, I wasn't even worried. Don't care, because I know that I'm gonna make it back. I have a very high likelihood of making it back. Or if anything, you know, let's say I didn't, excuse me, if I over leveraged on this loss, which I will not do in the morning, but let's just say if I over leveraged, then I can at least recover so it's not so bad, right? Or I can at least be green, not as, I can be green for the day, maybe not as green, but I can get green for the day, which I proved, right? I told everyone, hey, I took the loss here. I don't care. I don't care. Because I know the setup is around the corner. Okay. Okay, how do we like that? Did we like that trade, Discord? This was this is our setup, right? We waited for this. What is this poppy? What is the poppy? Oh, because okay. All right, Simon, your first day for absolute free. You made money. Well, hopefully you made money, right? I don't control your stop loss and your entry and all that stuff, but at least you see now it's possible. And okay, this stopped me out. Good trade. I'm okay with that. But at least you see now that it's a working strategy and it wins. Here, look. All right. So we still have to watch out for this. However, look, watch. All right, everyone pay attention really quick. Let me stop gloating about how great I am. Look, this right here, this right here, this right here, okay? So you're called, so we're still gonna use magenta, okay? We're still in magenta. Do you see how easy it gets with data? So easy with data. Now, real gangsters, what they would do is they would hold until this signal line goes, you know, goes back closer, because you can. We're in a strong downtrend now. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, Discord. At this point in time, it's like, look at this amazing trade we had. Do we really want to sit here and trade all day, or do we want to take our wins and call it? You know, I recommend you take the wins and call it. We don't have to sit here and trade all day, and this is discipline we need to exercise like ASAP Rocky. We need to understand this type of discipline, because if you sit here and keep giving away, you know, I don't know. I just hope that you guys understand that we got to have realistic expectations, and if you get too greedy, you're gonna ruin your account. Take the money and leave for the day. Just take the money and leave. You know, I'm still gonna be here trade with you guys, but at some point, you know, you gotta, it's risk management. That's the most important thing. We're just managing risk. Now, this isn't, I'm not saying to buy calls from here, because we know what, look, we're still looking out for Jesus. So it doesn't mean like, you know, we still have our setup, right? The setup is over here. This would be above this magenta as our calls, right? So we're still in magenta. You can't, you know, just be patient. That's all I'm saying. We know what our setup is. Now, for some more down, let's look for deep structure. What is deep structure? Here, watch. Watch. I'm gonna clean this up. We see what's happening here. Just keep that in mind. Take a screenshot, whatever you need to do. Watch. Okay. So if something like this were to happen while we're still inside, excuse me, magenta, this is deep structure. This is what we want to see. Something like this, right? Because that would just show us, which we actually did this lesson yesterday. We actually did the lesson yesterday. Remember this when I looked, right? Give me a moment. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. So remember, I said once we figure out our macro, everything gets easier. We figured out the macro, it all got easier. We just needed time. I took the loss over here. We went super green over here because I went heavy. Why did I go heavy? Because I told everyone, one of these two things is going to happen, whether you like it or not. Once you understand how the market works, it all gets easier. It's going to happen. It has to. It doesn't matter what your bias is. Now, keep in mind, let's say that at that time when I'm talking all that junk, that, I don't know, some international news popped off, and then, you know, that could change things slightly. But, you know, I told everyone today's going to be a normal day, regular day. We're just going to stick with our normal trading plan, how we do. But, you know, the market is going to do exactly the thing that it's going to do. No sense having bias. We just wait to see what's going to happen. We looked for the liquidity. We understood. This is easy. It's too easy. It seems difficult, but it's not. Once you know the rules, then you know what to expect. Once you have your expectations, then you can manage your risks. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade, Dad. Discord, did we not have this lesson literally yesterday about, we actually had this lesson yesterday, right? How to measure risk to reward when we had a big move, how to wait for, you know, deep structure as opposed to thin structure. We literally had this lesson yesterday. We had the lesson yesterday, so we already know what to expect. It just takes time, and then, you know, you'll see the patterns, and you'll know what to expect too. Human beings are very good at identifying patterns. Very good. That's our natural instinct, is to identify patterns for survival. Same thing in the stock market. So the bigger pullback, the more strength you have for the down if you see continuation. So we need to look for continuation. Our continuation pattern, we know what it needs to look like, right? We know what our continuation pattern needs to look like. If we're going down, we know what the pattern needs to look like for the down, right? If we're assuming down, we know what it needs to look like for the down. I'm gonna give this one a 2, okay? I'm doing 2 because risk to reward. Risk to reward. Let's look at our, looks like we may be oversold, so risk to reward, let's see. This is a confidence level 2. Oh, this one's level 2 as well, my bad. I never changed this to 3, my bad. I just saw that it was highlighted. Okay, this one's a 2. This one was a 3. Sorry. Let me okay. Man, that's crazy. I was saying 100%. One of this is gonna happen, and I didn't even put 3. My bad. I fixed it. All right, so let's see if this breaks yellow, if this makes sense for puts, right? We got to make sure it makes sense. So kind of over here, because maybe we have a weak bull cycle happening right here. A weak bull means we're getting a continuation for the down. We do have some room for the down, but we might be oversold. Got some room for the down on the 30. All right, let's see. All I can say is don't overstay your welcome. We're oversold territory. Do not overstay your welcome, right? Risk to reward. Just because it breaks something, it has to make sense. We need confluence. Over here, we had confluence, right? We had plenty of confluence over here. Over here, thin structure, right? We want to see some deeper movement. Remember, we just did this lesson yesterday. Yesterday, we just did this lesson. Remember when I wrote the thing over there? So just make sure it makes sense, right? It has to make sense. See, now they're playing. All right, let me see what's going to happen now. I might take this. Let's see if we get this weak bear. Weak bull, sorry. Weak bull. Continuation down. Let's see. Just be patient. Allow it to happen. Wait for your confirmations, okay? If you're waiting for this to close, then wait for it to close. Don't front run it. Or, I think we already had our money. You should be done for the day. But if you're going to sit here and trade and gamble away, you have the chance right now to not gamble away all your profit. You have the chance right now to leave happy for the day. We had our move. Why risk any more money? Not sure, but if you just want to sit here and gamble your money away, then it's probably a bad idea. You already made the money. The point of this is to make money. If you're still sitting here like trading, then how are you ever going to make money? Cannot overstay your welcome. I mean, we're oversold. Just trade light. Because look, you see the MACD kind of, look how it's lower here. Now it's starting to find higher. It's getting higher. Just be patient here. Okay. 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 Let's see if we hit the 5. Remember I told you a while ago over here, I said real gangsters are gonna hold until this MACD gets above the 0 line. Real gangsters, that's what you're gonna do, but I took my profit. I guess I'm not a gangster. Okay, so technically this break of yellow here. So if we measure from 63.35 to 99, that's technically, we consider that a win in the Discord because it went over 30 cents. So this should have been enough time for you to move your stop and collect, or at least protect your trade. So technically this would have been a win, but you know, I told you, measure risk to reward. We're at the bottom of this channel here. You know, you can't ask for too much out of this. We're in oversold territory. Technically this is a win, but I don't know. If you took it, you really had to pay attention to it. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. Allow this to settle out. "30-minute says we got some more room for the down. I don't even see any weakness on it. 5-minute says we got more room for the down. It might be ugly, but 1 minute says we're below the water. Excuse me. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade, please. Okay. I'm gonna be here a little while longer. Unfortunately, I have to go to a doctor's appointment, so I just want to see this break retest of this yellow. I want to see how it works out. Okay, YouTube, I'm gonna have to cut the stream right now. I'm sorry I gotta cut it short. I have to go to a doctor's appointment. If you're interested in learning how to trade like this, send me an email to LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com and I'll get you sorted out. YouTube, it's been a pleasure.